Okay, so this video is a supplement to the mirror videos I have also on this channel. This one is focused on adding auto-dimming mirrors. Hard to tell, but if we look on the back, we have an auto-dimming connector. This is a P3 facelift S60 V60 mirror. You can get them online. The part numbers will be posted in the thread. If I get it to focus, you'll be able to see the line here where the electrochromatic glass starts. So the second part is this bottom mirror cover that I have modified. When you do a facelift P3 mirror top on a P2 folding mirror bottom, you end up with a mismatch because P2 mirror bottom is a full section here, but on the P3, there's a cutout here that interfaces with this larger section on the bottom of the P3 facelift mirror. So, good example of that difference is right here. Here is a P2 mirror bottom, and here is a P3 mirror bottom. Notice that the P3 mirror bottom is a lot thicker here. So when the mirrors go to fold, you get this little piece here where it starts to interfere. So this is one that I've custom modified. This is a like pre-facelift P3 mirror bottom or P2 late mirror bottom. It has a puddle light, has a hole for a temperature sensor. The only things that I've changed to make it compatible with this P3 mirror top, because this facelift P3 mirror top has a few differences from the pre-facelift. So the differences are, for our turn signal indicator here, this is obviously a different shape than the pre-facelift, which is, you know, a big clear thing right here. This is a blacked out sequential, but the normal ones are clear. Anyway, so the modifications that I've done here are to cut out a bit here to allow for the end of the turn signal to seat down in there, and then cut a few of these supporting pieces like the clip here. I've cut out, cut a little bit here, a little bit here, but it mostly fits. With a few of these little modifications, including that, you'll be able to get full fold range of motion. This is on here. The only thing that is like not OEM is this little zip tie. Melted a hole through there, passed the zip tie through so that on the mirror here, this one's already installed, you'll be able to see down in here. It's kind of hard to see actually, but down in there is zip tied to a corresponding bar, like hole, that, well, here, I'll show you on the other side. Here we are on the other side. There's the zip tie. It goes in through here, and then also in around on this side. You can zip tie it. That'll keep this piece a little bit more connected to the mirror. Unnecessary, but it keeps a little bit more connected to the mirror. Okay, so that's the deal with these guys. This is the original P3 facelift bottom. Here's a P2 or pre-facelift P3 bottom with more room for folding. So that's cool, but in my opinion, much cooler than proper fold motion is this auto-dimming glass. So from the factory, these come with a CAN bus controlled dimming board without, you know, reverse engineering the CAN bus. That seems a little bit unnecessary for us. So what we've done, just popped this cover off here, there's a catch here, is simply bypassed this CAN bus driven board. So I've unplugged this connector, snipped this blue wire and this purple wire, and just wired them directly into the auto dimming mirror. So this is reversible if you need to put this back on an actual car with CAN bus driven dimming later. But this mirror, electrochromatic mirror, will dim just fine with the voltage from the P2 UEM directly to the mirror. So it doesn't have a polarity that I can tell. I've thrown positive up here, but again, it doesn't matter. So the lower pin on the UEM or upper electronic module in the car that connects to the bottom of the rearview mirror, at least for my car, which is a 2007, is the positive voltage. That's the one that I've run one wire all the way to the door mirrors. I'll have more pictures and explanation in the thread, but essentially this needs to get connected to ground and positive from the upper electronic module. You will have auto dimming side mirrors, provided that you have an auto dimming rear view mirror already. So back to this mirror. The only things that we've done to this mirror to enable auto dimming are to add this little 2-pin connector. This is a standard automotive 2-pin connector. Took me a while to find the one that Volvo uses. You can use whatever connectors, but I just wanted to use the one that was already connected to the mirror, like it would have been if it had been from the factory. So this little 2-prong connector, one of these is a ground going right here. I'm going to wire that into one of the ground leads from this bundle. In my mirror, pin 6 on this plug is ground. If you're counting from the back here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the middle one of these 3, that black wire right there. So I'm going to wire this ground from the mirror into something that's connected to pin 6. That will get us our ground. The positive from this connector, I have run all the way down this harness, down through the fold motor, down underneath the bliss camera. Of course, if you don't have that, it'll be a lot easier to run. If you don't have a fold motor, if you don't have the bliss camera, it'll be a lot easier to run. But I've run it all the way down here, past the bliss connector, past my mirror connector, and here. I have my positive going to this little automotive connector right here. I will then run that pin from this connector. I'll have another connector that then runs through the door connector. There's no extra space in my door connector, so I removed the bottom nut and bolt from my door connector, and I'm going to be passing this wire through there with a grommet. So that's it. Auto dimming P3 facelift side mirrors on a P2. There will be more information in the thread linked in the description. Take care.